Hello my friends and welcome. My name is Denys and today we are going to Klausen Pass. Because of my insomnia, I cannot sleep. It's now 4:05 a.m. in the morning. I usually go sleep at 9 or 10 a.m. Yeah, it's terrible, I know, but I'm the guy like that. I don't want to sleep my body doesn't want to sleep during the nighttime. I don't know why. So I'm heading towards Klausen Pass. It's 1.5 hours away from Zurich, and yeah, there I'm gonna park my car somewhere and just gonna hike maybe for an hour to film fantastic videos for you. And actually, it's the video check of my new camera. It's DJI Action 5 that cost me roughly $300. I bought not the combo version, $350. I bought not the combo version but the standard one, and I'm gonna use this camera in my vlogging because it's very simple, it's reliable. I think it has a good picture even during the nighttime. I think you may see me, yeah, partially with this light here, standard car light. So I was in Klausen Pass actually several of the times with the car. I was once with my family. With the motorcycle, I think I was 4 of the times. Fantastic place. You go between the mountains, this kind of the curvy road, very interesting. And I want to see the snow, but I understand that with this kind of the temperature we have, I think there will be no snow, even in Klausen Pass. I think the elevation is roughly 2,000, close to 2,000 meters, 1,900 with something. And after visiting the place, I'm gonna go back. By the way, I think it's Glarus town we are going through. Yeah, it's Glarus. It's the biggest town on our way, and it's kind of cozy place. They have park and everything. So definitely I want to make this video as the vlog-podcast, my trip report or something, which might take maybe 4 hours in general. Well, I want to hike. I don't want to sit in my room all of the time. And I feel like a little depressed. Not a little, but I'm depressed now. Why, you may ask? Well, because the frontline news are not that good. They're not good at all. Russia somehow was capable to break through Ukrainian defense, and I have to speak about it. You know, I understand that the situation there is not good. Why is it not good, my friends? Well, the same mistakes done by everyone. Ukrainian military command, Ukraine is in lack of military support, so altogether there's no solo reason why it happened. And it's not because Russian army is so powerful and because it wasn't powerful for 3.5 years and now abruptly it's powerful. No, it's the mistake of the Ukrainian defense. It's clear. It is clear for me. They're doing so many mistakes, and the military command as well. Actually, it's the main reason, I think, why Ukraine failed with mobilization, because people see that they're going to Ukrainian army just like that, could be wasted on the front lines for nothing because of the incompetence. So there should be the change of the Ukrainian general, because they all got their education in the Soviet Union, the old Soviet dinosaurs. Like I have nothing against old people. Like we're all gonna get old, but they have this old Soviet mindset. So that's why I hate it so fast. I think I'm gonna put the time codes under the video for you to check. Like now it's the car part. Next it's gonna be Klausen Pass itself. You know, some hiking. I hope I'll do it. This year I wasn't at the place, but we'll see. I don't know why I left home right now, you know. I didn't tell my wife that I left. My daughter goes to school in the morning, and I just filmed the video. I, you know, surfed in the internet some stupid videos for half an hour. And I understand that I have this kind of anxiety, the feeling of, let's say, maybe depression. Once it was even close to the panic attack a couple of days ago. Oh, I have the story of the panic attack. I think I told about it on my aviation channel once. I had it in an airplane, thankfully on the ground, so it might happen. It's normal with the human organism, with our mind and everything. So today I didn't have this kind of the feeling, but it was close to it, and I was really depressed. So I decided to take my car. It's not my car, I rented. Rent the car and take the rented car and go to the mountains, to hike, to see beautiful mountains, to smell the fresh air, to be alone, because at this time I hope I will be alone there. It's after all the middle of the week, Wednesday, so there should be no people, or few of the people, I just hope, because on the holidays, weekend, there are lots of the people, especially motorcyclists. I thought maybe to get, motorcycle now to go there, but no, I think the car is more comfortable for vlogging. I also can put this microphone, you have it, I have it here, yeah. I also can put it to the motorcycle helmet, but I think in the car it's for now. I'm testing this camera, so I want to check out how it is for the car right now. Maybe I should put another camera. I have one more camera, so maybe I should put it in the front for you to see, next time, the small window on the video where you might see the road. So it's gonna be like some sort of the stream or podcast with the car, yeah? Or maybe we can connect it to the phone and stream it live. I wonder if I can do it. Well, anyways, the idea with two cameras, like one dash cam, the other one looks at me, I think it's good. I just wonder which one should I make smaller. The one that shows my face or the one that shows the road. Because I can see the road now, you cannot see, but that's the point of our today's podcast. I'm testing this camera just to understand how it works. Yeah, the architecture in Switzerland, actually it sucks, to be honest. I mean, those old houses. Then they have this high tech, it's okay, but those old houses, I don't understand them. My first year I used to live in old farmhouse with a very low ceilings, a really shitty house actually, yeah. But now I live in a better house. It's more expensive, but it gives me separate room for filming, separate room for my daughter. So it's actually good, because before it was really terrible, but still pricey. Like the price difference is not that high. And the cost of living in Switzerland, obviously, it's pretty much high. Yeah, it's more than in every neighboring country. France, Germany, that's why sometimes people are going even for the shopping in the nearby countries. But today we're not gonna cross the border. Klausen Pass is still in Switzerland. But I can already see the shadows of the mountains around. You cannot see them, but it's fine. It's so nice actually, guys, to drive at night. Then the road is free, everything is... Oh, I just thought that everyone would go to Zurich for their work by the time I'm gonna return from the Klausen Pass. Oh my God. I'm gonna spend so much time in a traffic jam. Because here the roads, they're not used for the traffic they have for vehicles, number of the vehicles in Switzerland. Guys, today, we're speaking about different topics, so I just surf my mind, if I catch my own thoughts. So about insurance, I freaking pay 1,000 euros for the family for insurance, and it is considered one of the lowest payments here. So I have the basic insurance, 1,000 euros. This is crazy. But in the United States, I think they have similar system than compared to Switzerland. Yeah, I think it's mostly the same. But here, I don't have network of the hospitals for my insurance. I can go wherever I want. Maybe because Switzerland is small itself. But there is no problem like in the United States that you have your network of the clinics, of the hospitals, and if you need some specific treatment, and if it is out from your network, you need actually to pay. And if doctor comes outside your network, you also need to pay for his or her job. And the payments for medical care in the United States, I think they're going to the moon. Like, they're not real. There is no explanation for those bills they put, you know. So if you have insurance, if it covers everything, yeah, of course you don't care about the bill. But if you have to pay your own, yeah, usually I think if you need to pay your own, they lower the bill a little. I know how it is connected, but I think it's the big scam, some fraud, nationwide fraud they have. And I remember how United Healthcare Security manager, director was unalived in New York, yeah? It was a big case, and people actually, in general, they were okay with this. I mean, general public. The guy, Mangione, I think was the surname of the guy. Still, the court is ongoing about his case. And people like the guy because he did it. Like, no one likes those insurance companies because they speculate on human health, you know. They don't care about human lives in general. That's terrible. And that's why people like the guy, because he unalived the CEO of United Health Insurance Companies, one of the biggest one. Honestly, I don't think that he did it right, but the fact that he is almost like a national hero for many of the Americans and also people outside America, that's concerning. It means that the system is not working well, the system is sick, and something should be done to fix it. But how? I don't think it's possible to fix it already. I think everything should be formatted. All the health care should be reformed. I don't know, maybe even destroyed and build a new one. Free health care we had in the Soviet Union. Also, many countries in Europe, they have the free health care. I think in Germany you have the free. I'm not sure. I will not specify that. I don't want to spread misinformation. But in Switzerland, it's not free. You have to pay for it. I wonder if you get all, like, if you lose your job, what's about the insurance here? I don't know. It could be a big problem, I guess, after all. I haven't thought about it. Because definitely if you lose your job, how can you pay? I think in Switzerland it's easier. I think there should be some of the social help, like the basic one. So local authorities may pay for your health insurance, and some of the allowance also to purchase some food should be given. Yeah, in Switzerland there is allowance, but what I heard in Germany, or what I know actually, in Germany it is way better. Like in Germany, the allowance sometimes it's even better than the low-paid job. That's why so many Ukrainians, by the way, are not going. Not just Ukrainians, but also Syrians and all of the refugees. They are not interested in having the basic work, like cleaners, dishwashers, whatsoever. So they want to learn Deutsch, local language, German, and then start to work on higher paid jobs. Because if you go for the lower paid jobs, you'll have less money compared staying on the social care. It will be like curvy road from now on, because we're gonna go to the mountains. So here in Switzerland, for example, if I was on social care, I would get more money compared to working at the low pay job. Like I told you, cleaner, dishwasher, the basic job which pays not very well. And I'll have to pay for all of my language course, for insurance, for house rent, and it's not enough. Well, maybe it's gonna be barely enough, I would say. Oh, we're entering the tunnel here, awesome. more lights. Probably gonna see me better. So that's why people are not going to work. That's the problem, not because they are lazy or something. The Ukrainians especially, they would like to have good jobs, like average jobs, as locals do, some of the expats as well. A dishwasher, maybe at the very beginning, I don't know, but because you have to pay lots of the insurance and rent, not many people are willing to change their current situation. And why am I, guys, in Switzerland? Why not the other country? Well, mainly because of the family. My wife has some relatives in the winter tour. They're not Swiss, but Ukrainians, but they live there. And we decided to go to Switzerland because we already know or knew how this country works. And I understand that bureaucracy here, it's less complicated compared to Germany, that it's kind of, kind of the more friendly system here. It's still harsh, but not as harsh as in Ukraine, or could be in Spain with lots of or France with lots of the bureaucracy they have. Absolutely crazy. I think the most of the bureaucracy you have in countries like France and Germany. Oh, there is the deer. It went off. Okay, I'll not show it to you. Plus the taxes here are lower, so I pay 35% compared to Germany. If I was in Germany, I would pay maybe 55. In France, maybe even more. In Scandinavian countries, way more, because they're some sort of the social countries, so they have high taxes, very high. Also, I'm surprised about how much we should pay in taxes. It's outstanding, it's crazy. So in Ukraine, actually, it was kind of great for me, because I paid 2% of the taxes. Just imagine, 2%. It was the temporary measure done by Ukrainian government to support local businesses. And I started to film lots of the videos, Ukrainian updates, and yeah, I applied for this 2%. And I paid like 2%. Everything is fair, But it was temporary for, I think, 1 year or something. It was introduced. Now it's gone. And I have now to pay, for example, if I was in Ukraine, I would pay like 5%. But with 5%, your earnings are limited. And I wonder if my YouTube activity fits that. Well, without those, oh, I see flags. Flags. I'm gonna show it to you. I hope. Look at this. Fox. What are you doing, Fox? It's nice actually to drive at night, because you have some of the animals, like in a zoo. So yeah, if you are higher than special limit, you pay, I think, 21.5%. So in Ukraine, actually, you pay less than in Switzerland, but the system itself is corrupt in Ukraine compared to Switzerland. So I would pay more, but I see where the money are going, and Switzerland, it supports Ukraine. So in a way, paying taxes here, I don't feel like, okay, I don't pay in Ukraine and I do some terrible stuff. No, Switzerland still gets the part of the money I pay as a taxpayer and sends it for humanitarian help in Ukraine. I think recently they agreed to spend 6 billion francs, but for the next few years. Plus I help people personally in Ukraine whom I know they're on the front lines, and we also sometimes gather fundraise with Your Finnish Friends Foundation. I trust them a lot because I see the result. It's great, it's good, so probably I'll continue to work with them, filming streams once in 3 months. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm here. So the system here is so far, it's okay. It is pretty much understandable, and I would say user-friendly or people-friendly. By the way, guys, we have crossed 1,000 meters already. Wow! And I felt like my ears kind of clogged, but now they're fine, I think I need to drink some water here. What's interesting to see that fox. I like to see animals not in a zoo actually, but in this wild environment. It seems like I'm gonna meet the sunrise. I'm gonna see it. By the way, I have drone, and I'm gonna put also the drone video for you, my friends, here in this podcast. So it's gonna be car vlog podcast, hiking, trip report video. It's gonna be quite long, I think. But that's the way how I communicate with my audience, with people who subscribe to me. More about Switzerland, guys. Fantastic nature. It has its own downsides, but I think this country is close to be perfect, honestly. Because after all, even if I lose my YouTube and everything, I still can probably find a good job and pay for my bills and everything. About whether I'm going back to Ukraine, I miss Ukraine, so I still don't know. As I told you before, if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't go to Switzerland. Here my daughter, she studies in a local school. Education is more or less okay. However, I still think that in Ukraine the education itself is better. Not the attitude of the teachers towards pupils. Here, pupils, yeah, or how to children, yeah. So here the attitude from teachers is much better, but the knowledge teachers give and the system itself is kind of clumsy, and they don't give that knowledge as in Ukraine. Ukrainian program is really, I would say, strong. It's harsh, it's strong, but there are many of the Ukrainian children, school children, who went to European universities, and if they know, for example, English, German, they usually pass all of the exams and they are accepted quite easily. I would say the same goes for Ukrainian pilots. All of our pilots, since the start of the war, they went elsewhere, and mainly they were greeted, accepted, not just, because there is the war in Ukraine, we should hire, but no. Because we have good professional level in Ukraine International Airlines, in SkyUp Airlines, so in all of the Ukrainian airlines it was, or it is, yeah, because still SkyUp is flying, Antonov Airlines are flying. Well, Antonov is the different story, but if we speak about Boeing pilots, Airbus pilots in Ukraine, they are pretty much professional. And throughout Ukrainian history, there was a single crash of the airplane, except ours, which was shut down, but it was shut down. Like, it wasn't the pilot's mistake or someone's mistake from the personnel of the airline or manufacturer mistake. No, the airplane was shut down. And yeah, I remember the day. It was terrible. One of the worst days in my life. Then I read those news, about my fellows, my mates who. There were 3 pilots inside the cockpit. I knew the instructor and I knew the first officer. The captain of the flight, I wasn't familiar with him. Yeah, I heard his surname, I saw it in a timetable schedule, but I wasn't familiar. But first officer and instructor, with instructor I've flown one of the flight simulator sessions, recurrent training, and before. And first officer, yeah, I know him because I knew my friend, and my friend, he knows this guy, so yeah, that's how I know them. Okay, so we are at the stage. The road is curving. Nice. Yeah, this is probably the most beautiful part, and we don't see it because it's dark. But you'll see next, all right? We're gonna see. The thing is to park the car just on the pass. Oh my God, 16 degrees! 16 degrees, that's very cool. But I think I have some shirt back in my car. I'm not sure, but 16 degrees, it's damn cold. Okay, like for t-shirt, it's cold already, but it's fine. I have the car, so anyways, I can spend some time outside and get some warm here. So more about Switzerland. If you live in Switzerland, it doesn't mean that you are rich like some of the pro-Russians or maybe some people who just envy they write, oh, he lives in Switzerland. Draft Dodger, how they call him, yeah. Draft Dodger lives in Switzerland. He doesn't help his country. Some people call me millionaire, but I'm not a millionaire. Yeah, I earn from my channel. I earn from people support on Patreon, but that's my job. I think also about the future for my family, for my daughters. So yeah, that's why obviously I have it. It's natural for everyone to earn money. I earned like that, but the main thing is that I don't like what I film, honestly, about Ukrainian war. I hope that I'm gonna film some shit like I'm filming right now and people will watch it, but I understand that no one will watch it except my audience, loyal audience. I don't think that it's possible, you know, to boost this channel with this kind of the content from the car or from my trips, because it's very annoying to listen to my podcast for such a long time. I'm recording the video for already 40 minutes and I see that the battery is not really depleted. That's crazy. This camera is like the best camera I think I have ever had as for the better life. Now I'm filming freaking 4K. 4K! 41 minutes and battery is still fine. Like it's not even in the middle. Oh my god. Yeah, DJI really knows how to do their products. This product is amazing, guys. I think my microphone also DJI, it has the wireless connection, so it's so easy. You don't need to have any sort of those clumsy wires and so on. You just put the mic here, you connect your camera, you're good to go. And they connect really easily and really fast. All of the gear which I purchased, especially this year, I spent so much for my gear. Buying very expensive mic and upgrading my PC. Like I haven't got any sort of the PC for years. I remember that I was a kid I had the PC, but for decades I used just laptops. But now I bought the PC and it was so much better. It is so much better using it for video editing, for everything. Yeah, PC really good, especially with a big monitor display. It's so good. Yeah, so if you're doing some video editing, YouTube stuff, I think PCs must have. And now we're passing 1,500 meters of the altitude. You see nothing in this camera because it's dark, but believe me, you'll see everything. Just wait a little. I can already see that the sky is getting lighter. So of course we're gonna see everything, how beautiful this area really is. I'm gonna launch my drone also. By the way, I passed for the local drone license. You should pass like some theory. You obtain special paper to launch the drone. I wonder what's the altitude. I don't remember the elevation of the Klausen pass. But it's comfortable, like it's not 4,000 meters or something. I like mountains so much. Sometimes I watch videos with mountains and with new DJI drones, for example, Mavic Pro 4. They climbed to reaching Everest, and there is like the video showing how they climb Everest with that drone, like they fly. Just to show you guys. Those are ladies. And yeah, let's continue the trip. Oh, there's the car also behind. Nice. Oh, the cow is just on the road. They're on the road. Should I show you? I wonder if you can see the cow. Yeah, it's like nighttime, but I guess you can see. It's pooping. It dries very quickly, so let's put some gas, some pedal, because Here the speed limit is actually 80 kilometers an hour, but I'm afraid of the cows. But usually they are not on asphalt, yeah? They're lying on the sides. Okay, so we are at the Klausen Pass already, I guess. Yeah, 1,939 meters. And here's the top, and here's the parking. So I'm gonna park my car somewhere here, very close. Oh, and there's gonna be the sunrise. I'm so happy that I did it today, guys. Somehow my anxiety, it just disappeared, you know. Maybe you're my psychologist after all, you know. I need to speak with someone, some personal stuff, some shit. But I feel way better. Maybe because I drive the car, it also like calms, it's like meditation. But want to look outside? Oh, I don't know if you can see something here. Like there is the light, and here we see, I think you can see the moon somewhere. Yeah, there is the moon. There is the car. And like you don't see it, right? So we're gonna meet the sunrise together in this area. That's fantastic. Oh guys, it's so dark, probably you don't see anything, but there is the white sky. So the sunrise is very close, and I think I'm gonna put the camera here. I'm gonna put the new battery, and let's make a time-lapse video with the sunrise, right? As you see, it's like almost sunrise, but not yet. And you see the mountains around, beautiful. My aim is to fly the drone there close to the mountains. I have a small drone, but it's okay. I think it can reach it. Oh my God, what I have with my hair. I need to go to barber shop. It's been a long time since I cut my hair. And just this valley, this is Klausen Pass. Just look at this. Such a fantastic nature. Oh my God. This is amazing. Like this is pure beautifulity. And this road, I think it's used by hikers. It goes here and there. And what is this? It's some sort of the farm with this big, huge antenna. Wow. 5G, so I have a good internet actually here on my phone. Nice. Such a wonderful view. So I'm gonna basically show you. I came from that side, from the bottom. This is the very top. There is cafe, and then it goes down to the other side. And the mountains here, they're just huge. Just look at that. Wow. Such a beautiful nature. I forgot that this camera has a dedicated night mode. So I filmed at night in the standard mode, which is not that great. So I'm gonna try the night mode the next time. Maybe even next night. Yay! There is the sun. It's going up. So nice. And it's time to fly the drone, because it's the most wonderful thing. Then the sun goes all across the mountains. Could be a good drone shot, really. Let's fly. All right, here we go, launching the drone in a slow motion. Wow, such a nice picture, even though it's the low quality because it is the slow motion, but I did the huge mistake. Accidentally I selected this slow motion on this camera, and from now on all of my hiking I recorded also in slow motion. So what I have is the cool drone images. I'm gonna show them to you right now, but the rest of the vlog is just video in a slow motion. And because it is in a slow motion, the quality is worse than usual. So you need to have good lighting conditions for that, or good light conditions. Nevertheless, let's fly. The drone that I'm using is the DJI Mini 4 Pro. It's kind of I would say the best drone for family usage, for those kind of the small YouTube videos, but it's absolutely useless for the modern day combat purposes. It's just the answer for you why am I not sending it to the front lines? Well, I sent many of the way more capable drones to the front lines before, multiple of the times, so I think I can have this just a small toy for the personal use to film fantastic videos, because I just like flying drones. And next I went for a walk. You may see that there is the snow on that mountain, and I was like really happy to see that snow. And you know, I can describe you my feeling by the time. I was like depressed for many days because I'm constantly filming, monitoring the situation, you know, and maybe it's just my personal thing that I locked in the room and everything. So I went outside actually for the first time, I would say in many days. And speaking about this hiking in mountains, I haven't been doing it, I would say, this year. Yeah, sometimes I walk just to walk around the house somewhere not far away, but here it was like my big trip to the mountains, and I feel like absolute happiness by the time. So the idea for me was to walk towards the lake, which is formed by the melting ice in the mountain. Glaze, yeah, it's the ice which is on the mountains. It was quite far away for the time, maybe 2.5 kilometers, maybe two. Well, at least it felt like that. And even though on the camera you see that there is no uphill, in reality it was kind of the significant uphill. I think I climbed at least 200 meters for the altitude. Yeah, here you see the sign Gleichersee, so the Gleis Lake. The lake formed by the melting ice. The road initially was good, but later on it turned to hell. And I probably had the worst choice of the shoes for the trip. Later on I'll show you. So the road turned into this trail. At first it was wide enough, but later on it was really thin. And sometimes you just couldn't define where to go because there were many of the ways. But they have this marking, you can see it on the stone, it looks like Belarus flag. So it is the standard marking for the trails, for pedestrian Wanderweg, they say. It was so beautiful around many of the rocks and really high mountains. So on the video, you cannot see it, but really those mountains are very high. Actually, in this area, there were some of the cows, and here's the place where they usually drink their water. So the local cows, they drink perfect water, they eat perfect Alp grass. Fantastic, actually, as for the cows. But I wouldn't say that Swiss beef is way better compared to Ukrainian beef, for example, more or less the same. Well, at that time I was energized, but I started to feel a little tiredness because after all I haven't slept well. Like I haven't slept at all during the nighttime, and it is early morning, the sun goes up, it little blinds you, so you start to feel tiredness. This feeling is like, okay, I'm tired, I need to sleep. But I understood that I had to walk more because I got this aim to reach the lake in the mountains. Later on, the road became more rocky, and here you can see why I suffered a little with my shoes, because those are the running shoes. So I took what I thought in my house, put it on, and those appeared to be just running shoes. Terrible. Here you can see the lake. I almost reached it. I climbed the highest hill here, and for the lake you need to go down the same elevation, which I didn't want to do at first, and finally I haven't reached the lake itself. I haven't touched the water, but I went down just a little bit more. There were so many stones and rocks here. This place looked like the different planet, and those small stones and big stones, they all were sharp, and it was slippery to walk there. And actually I traumatized my left foot during this trip because I'm kind of clumsy and the shoes were terrible for me. Some of the downhills were steep and slippery, but just occasionally. Usually those roads are made for pensioners, for elderly people, to cover everything more or less easily, especially in normal shoes. It is the furthest where I got, close to that mountain, very close to the lake, but I didn't want to get down even more because I was really tired by the time. I thought, okay, I need to go back because I didn't feel well, so yeah, it's better to turn back. So my physical condition, guys, in general, it's not good. Like I have to work on my health, and now I'm changing my diet. I start to eat way less than usual, so I hope that in a couple of months I'm gonna lose some weight. My goal is to lose 20 kilograms, kind of the optimistic one, but I want to do it. At the way back I stepped kind of badly, I obtained trauma and could barely walk, so I sat like maybe 10 minutes and later on restarted the trip, and still my my foot is aching just a little. I think it's fine after all, but back then it was really painful, so never ever wear the running shoes for those rocky trails. Because you see, yeah, the size of the base, it is especially made to absorb the energy then you run, to reload your joints and knees, but for this environment it's absolutely no-go. Then I went down, there were already many of the people, motorcyclists and the drivers, and here's the Klausen Pass marking. So the elevation, as you may see, is 6,404 feet or 1,952 meters. It's not the highest pass in Switzerland, they are much higher, but still okay, and I think I climbed more than 2,100 meters during my hike, because this is the elevation of the road. Well, anyways, I like Klausen Pass a lot. It's, I think, one of the most beautiful passes out there in Switzerland. Later on I took my car and went back. As you can see here, we have some of the traffic jam, and this is the plus to have the motorcycle. So after all, those guys, they went forward, and I had to spend maybe half an hour driving behind all of those cows. Well, finally those cows stepped aside and I continued the normal trip with the usual speed. I really enjoyed those curvy roads, especially with the sightseeing, you know, many of the mountains around. This is wonderful, especially when you ride the motorcycle. So on a car you don't feel that much, but with a motorcycle you can bank, you know. It's kind of challenging, I would say, as well on a motorcycle. On a car it's kind of easy. After it I went to the local cafe, and unfortunately I had to eat the French fries because they hadn't got anything else. just a French fries and chicken. So you can see my meal, cola, soup, salad. By the way, it's diet cola, it's not the sugar cola. And here I was recording the video for you telling goodbye, but yeah, accidentally I put the camera in a slow mode, as you already understand, and I thought that I am filming everything for you with the sound, with everything. But no, I'm very noob with this new gear, but nevertheless, you know, I'm learning and I will not repeat my mistakes later on. So guys, thank you so much for watching this kind of the video. I don't know why I filmed it, but to have something, you know, on this trash channel. Thank you so much for everything, guys. You're the best.